Hello everyone, my name is Milagros. I am the creator of Binah Tarot. These are the tarot scopes for the month of November in regards of love for each one of the 12 zodiac signs. Because this is a general reading, you can always check your ascendant, your moon sign and Venus. Let's begin. Libra, this is your tarot scope in regards to love for the month of November. And what we have in the middle is the Lover's card. Very appropriate card for a love reading, actually. So this just places us on the topic. But what crosses it is what it's really interesting, and it's the Judgment card. We have major arcana going on here. So it is not something small, it is something quite big that is happening, or you feel that it's big. And it might have to do with relationship. It is about a decision that you took or that you feel you have to take in regards to this relationship, and you are trying to evaluate towards which direction you are going to go. The Judgment card can also have to do with fated things, with karma, with very deep connections. So this might have to do with this situation, or you feeling that this situation is fated. Maybe it didn't work exactly the way you expected it to, but you feel it's fated and you're still having your doubts about that. Maybe you want to let it go, but at the same time you're thinking like, I feel I know him for so long. I feel I have a very special connection, relationship with this person. So there is something else, and that might be what is holding you back from probably moving on, in case you're trying to move on from a situation. If you're single, then it might be as well that you're trying to decide whether or not you're going to talk to this person or make a move or not, or that you have made a move, or that you have told this person something or acted in a certain way, and right now you don't know if what the decision you took is right or not. We have the Hierophant on top, and this speaks about diplomacy in some way, formality, even business. If you have a business relationship with this person, or if maybe you are way too formal, maybe the things are in a very superficial level, or you are intending, because it's on the crown, you're intending to keep it probably this way. You feel that maybe it's healthier to just keep it diplomatic, keep it with a little bit distance, and see how things are going to flow later on. If you are in a relationship, in a committed relationship, it might have to do with marriage. Maybe you're trying to decide whether you want to propose or not, or whether this person is a person that you see yourself in a long term. I see the Two of Pentacles on the base, and this has to do with internal doubts. And okay, it's not uncommon to see this type of cards popping out for Libra, because Libra is a sign that doesn't have a particularly smooth time making decisions, because they are very smart. They have many ideas, a lot of information going on in their minds, and they just want to have all the sides from every situation, and that's why they feel it takes a little bit longer to make a decision. So I think that the base of this all is that you are still undecided about what to do. In regards to the past, I get the Six of Pentacles that has to do, again, if you see, we have the same Libra sign in the Six of Pentacles and in the Justice card. So this has to do with measuring. It has to do with trying to be equal, trying to balance two different sides. And I think that you feel in the past that you have been fair towards this person, that you have offered whatever you had or whatever you could offer in the position that you were, or that you received probably something from this person. Maybe that person helped you in your finances or with something else, or maybe you helped this person out. But it has to do with that. If you're trying to move on from this situation, it might be that you feel that you gave, or that he or she gave what they could, but it was still not enough to make a visible change. In regards to the future, I see the Ace of Swords, and the Ace of Swords has to do with speaking, with communication. This is a card that is quite connected to Libra. Again, we're going to speak about it a little bit later. I have on the current energies card the Justice card, and this is falling on the place that would describe a Libra the best. So even if you are feeling not very much like yourself during this month, you're really acting like yourself. You're trying to be fair, you're trying to make this decision as fair as you can. Maybe you're trying to be a little bit too logical, too rational on this. Maybe you don't really want to involve feelings yet, and you're just trying to see it like, instead of listing out, or instead of letting the things flow, maybe you're inside of your head listing out the pros and the cons. And it's taking a little bit longer, and it's taking a lot of consideration and thinking of what you will do about this person or about this situation. Now, as the surroundings card, we have the Eight of Swords. And the Eight of Swords, as you can see on the picture, is a man living, going somewhere else, and having built something. It's still not complete, but the person is departing. So we see here that this person, the other person, might not live near you. There is some sort of distance. Whether it's physical or psychological, maybe the person is just emotionally distant from you, and that's why this is happening. And maybe that's the source of all this confusion. It might be that the person lives elsewhere, that maybe you need to travel in order to see this person, that the person is a foreign person, comes from a different country probably. It might have to do with probably if there is a marriage situation going on, maybe you will need to relocate in order to make this work, or it's many things. I think that in this case, there is like the most relevant thing is to mention that there might be some sort of emotional distance, or even an unavailability from the other side, or at least that's how you see it or you feel it. As for the unexpected, we have the Seven of Pentacles, and the Seven of Pentacles is a card that has come up quite a lot during this month. I think that it has to do with the fact that we are having Scorpio season this month, and the energy of this sign is very strong, and it really encourages us to open new chapters, close old chapters, movement, transformation, regeneration. And you want to have it, you want to feel it, you want to live it right now. The signs, the people in general, they want to see the change immediately. And maybe it's not going to the pace that you expect it to. So as I see here, you see that it's a man, okay, he has achieved something from hard work, but it's still not enough. I think that it's going to be unexpected, that maybe you are waiting for some more movement. You're waiting for some more action during this month, and maybe it will be unexpected that, at least in emotional terms, it will be a little bit slower than you expect it to be. As for the future card, I have the Two of Wands, and the Two of Wands, again, as you can see, Two of Pentacles, Two of Wands, two cards that have to do with two different sides, with two different perspectives. It's a man trying to see from the outside, to see, probably take some distance and plan, looking forward to something. Though the Ace of Swords tell us that there is going to be some communication. So for me, this means that you are going to have this talk, you are going to have the talk with this person is going to happen. It will happen, but although it happens by the end of the month, you are still going to feel a bit confused. You may still change your mind again. You feel that this conversation is not final, that it's very important, but that you will still have some ground to decide or to judge what you want to do moving forward. As for the advice, I have Spirit Heals, and Spirit Heals is a card that has to do with letting spirit, letting our guides, letting our protectors, the people or the beings around us take care of us, letting them, like, resting our minds a little bit and trust that life will heal us, that life will give us that we expect. It has to do with consolation. It has to do with trust, with trusting. It might be that you are being advised during this month that you should take that little break. You should trust that life will help you, that you are guided, that you are not forsaken, you are not alone. You have friends, you have people who cares for you. And if during this month you have the opportunity to just open up and speak to these people, open up and speak to spirit and open your heart and just rest and let them nurture you in some way, then this is the right time to do it. Because you are forsaking, as we saw in the reading, a little bit the feelings part. And this might be really, really useful for you to reconnect with yourself, to nurture yourself again. For whoever who has watched my videos previously, I'm going to be posting them in this channel, my own channel from now on. And I'm going to be working on the tarot scopes for 2018. So if you're interested, you can always subscribe and enable the notifications so that you will receive an alert on the upcoming videos. The prices for my personal readings have been decreased so that everybody has a possibility to book a reading if you're interested in having me check any topic or area of interest that we can see together, and I can always give you my insight and some advice in regards to that. My website is under construction, so you can get the information on the types of readings I provide, and you can book them through my Facebook page, which I am going to be listing down below. Besides the monthly tarot scopes, the 2018 tarot scope, I am going to be posting reviews, videos regarding astrological transits, a very interesting introduction to cartomancy. I am also going to be developing a tarot course that will be available on my website on the upcoming months, and on the upcoming weeks I am going to be launching a contest in which you can win a free tarot reading made by me. So you can keep tuned on my Facebook page in order to see which are the guidelines to participate. There are going to be many interesting and exciting things coming along the way, so bear with me and leave any suggestion that you may have on the comments down below. If you like this video, you can always give it a thumbs up, share it and subscribe, and see you on the next video. Thank you very much for tuning in. Goodbye.